This week's episode of Here For It podcast.
Nope. That's not how you start the show.
That's how I've started all the shows.
We're going to get some real sponsors one day, y'all. I promise.
But until then, this week's episode of Here For It podcast is brought to you by Nene Leak's new album.
Okay, please.
So Nene Leak's new album has some singles and an album title already. It's called When You Got the Coin.
Yes. With
some hits that are... Let them know, Greg.
She said...
As well as we go into the studio to drop some beats.
What's the one that was about Kim's sex? This ain't Sweetie.
This ain't Phaedra.
I guess so. This ain't is a...
And also, we've been waiting on it for a while. Escape is about to be out and popping. But before Escape gets out and popping, Katy Bird's got a couple things that she want to say on her solo album for us.
Well, you know, solo albums was the demise of that group, so we need to be careful.
Her singles include "I Will Drag You in This Bitch."
All right now.
Freak Ho, because she did talk about the Freak Ho thing for a while.
Is that on the Target exclusive?
Yeah. Sex Jungeon featuring Portia Williams.
This when you pre-order on iTunes.
And Cash featuring Kim Zolciak.
Shout out to whoever has been creating these solo albums and the track titles, because I've definitely been getting my life. Hashtag here for it. And welcome.
And Nene Leakes ain't doing nothing else better right now anyway, so she should definitely be doing this album.
You are listening to Here For It podcast, your weekly colorful commentary on LGBT health and wellness with me at Ronald Matters, and
I am the Superman, TheSupaman, and you can find me on anything you can find niggas on.
All right, now write that down.
And this is Here For It pod.
I have to give a special shout out to Kevin Dwayne for having me on the Outline podcast this week.
Dope.
I talked to him about online dating, like back in the back days when we had to print out the MapQuest directions and go over Trade House, because Google Maps weren't that advanced yet.
My mama still has MapQuest directions in her visor.
And when we were on Men for Now and Downlink and what our BGC usernames used to be.
When Backpage wasn't on front page news.
Shout out to God. But check out Kevin Dwayne with the Outline podcast. And also shout out to J.D. Watson, who left us lots of comments on SoundCloud last week. Thank you so much. He definitely was living for Out on a Limb being the song for your soul.
Look at God. Look at God. Wait till you hear this week's Song for Your Soul. Let me know if you agree with this one as well, JD.
And shout out to Forever Evolving, who tweeted to me on Twitter, hashtag Song for Your Soul, and What About Us by Total is a verified bop. So I thought that was cute, hashtag Song for Your Soul, because I never thought about using a hashtag for it, but it was cute. So we're going to keep hashtag Song for Your Soul.
We will definitely hashtag it.
Yeah, that was cute.
So this month is also, June is Men's Health Month.
Okay.
And so I want to put out there into the universe that you should go get your prostate exams if you have never had a prostate exam before. The recommended age is 42, but you don't have to wait until you're 42. You can get you a prostate exam now, and I'm giving them out for free.
Question, serious question. So I know they recommend you start getting colonoscopies at age 40. Mm-hmm. So do they pass the prostate along the way to the colon?
Yes.
Okay. So,
the process to get a prostate exam is different than a colonoscopy.
Okay.
Like a colonoscopy is an instrument, and a prostate exam is a finger or a dick.
I had one of those.
If you come to my office, this is going to be a dick.
That's gross. Icebreaker for this week. Question for you. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, in a given year, bipolar disorder affects how many millions of Americans?
There's 330 million, so I would guess 30.
5.7 million Americans are affected by bipolar disorder each year.
I could imagine 5.7 million are diagnosed. It's probably more that got bipolar.
Well, that's also adults, because a lot of people are confused about which things that they should write down for children, which are definite signs for children. But there was a rumor about an at-home test that you could take to diagnose you if you were bipolar.
Yeah, there's some online tests that you
came
can
out
do.
in 2008, but that
it's some updated ones too.
Only tested your your saliva to see if you had the enzymes. There are 2 specific enzymes that are more common in your saliva. And so the at-home bipolar tester was only saying, well, you have these 2 enzymes, so you're probably at a high risk. But of course, the only way that you can know for sure is if you go to your doctor. So please, if you think you have bipolar disorder and you go from episodes of mania and then down and depressed, you definitely should speak to a doctor about that, because it's prominent in the LGBT community, and we want the best for you.
And absolutely make sure you're sitting down with a psychiatrist and psychologist, because your primary care doctor is not going to be the only one.
Amen.
So this month is also the anniversary of gay marriage.
1 year, 2 years, 4 years? How many years? Shit, I don't remember our own anniversary. Fuck.
So this month, 2 years ago.
Okay, woo. Child, marriage still new.
Marriage was granted to all of us across the country, no matter
right.
what state you in. If you're in Wyoming, if you're in Alabama, if you're in Mississippi, or if you're in Texas, or if you're in New York, you get married.
Did you say Tennessee? Because shout out to Tennessee.
To the nigga or man or
the man,
woman that you.
Okay.
I'm using my pronouns. To anyone that you want. And we need to make sure that we remember those milestones, because those milestones were important for us to achieve. And a lot of people fought, died, and got sued and got kicked out of families
became
for these
martyrs
rights.
in the court of law.
For these rights. And so we should not be complacent and forget that these rights were hard fought. And now that we got them, I want somebody to put a ring on it. I wear a size 10.
I wear a size 11.
I don't put up with a lot of shit, but I'll put up a little bit.
You're going to have to put up with something, because relationships are all about compromise. I keep hearing that, and I keep hearing that, and I keep hearing that. Woo.
Compromise. I'm quoting the great,
yeah,
the great Eartha Kitt. Compromise. Compromise. I don't have to compromise with a man. If y'all have not looked at that Eartha Kitt video,
that interview was
Eartha Kitt said, "I don't need no bitch. He coming over here to be in this situation.
Yeah,
I'm not coming over there to be in his situation." So,
and she sat there smoking a cigarette with her legs crossed and gave
compromise with a leg cross.
What's going on in Hot Topics this week?
So this week, the number one hot topic is Trump's administration is unraveling, and we're excited about it. So I want to caution everyone that impeachment is not going to happen next week.
Nope, sorry about it.
It's not going to happen.
There'll be a new episode of Here for a Podcast next week, though.
Absolutely. Here and every week, because we're here for you.
We love you.
And we should all not be overzealous. We know we want this person gone out of office. But it's not going to be next week. It's not going to be next month. Stay in the fight, but watch, be informed, and know your shit. Do your Googles. Go out and protest. Go out and march. Sign petitions.
What happened this week?
I became a formal member. Yeah, well, Comey will be testifying on Thursday. I became a formal member of HRC. I've been supporting HRC financially for like 5 or 6 years, but I became a formal member of HRC like last week.
Oh. And
so if you can do anything to support the movement that is resistance, because HRC is definitely resistance at this point, do it. Do it locally. Do it statewide. Do it nationally. But be part of the resistance and don't expect change to come next month. Change is going to come, but we don't know when it's going to be here. But wait for it and do everything that you can to be a part of the change.
Amen. That's all the hot topics?
That's the biggest hot topic.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know.
Shit, everything. The country burning down. That's the hottest topic.
Bitch,
hot
I'm sitting here
flames.
I tune in for the hot topics every week, too, because you over the hot topics, so I'd be interested in what's going on.
The other hot topic is we made up a whole word of covfefe.
What that is?
Nobody knows.
What
including the whole president of the United States.
What that is?
So they fighting on Basketball Wives.
I thought Evelyn Lozada was supposed to be married to too much money. Now her and Jackie. Why is she fighting with Jackie? I'm like,
what is being married to too much money? What is that?
Well, we don't know, because we still telling our ringsides over here for a podcast. So
ain't no such thing as being married to too much money. Anyway, so that's also going on in pop culture. Wonder Woman slayed.
Amen.
And when I say slayed, SLAYYYYYYED, slayed.
You want the dick bad, huh?
Not only did this. Oh, Slayer. The porn
when
star
you use
Slayer.
Y with a bunch of Y's, when you say hey with a bunch of Y's, that means you want the dick.
I thought you were talking about you were referencing Slayer the porn star because Slayer
I don't
the
know
porn
who that
star.
is.
Oh, it's a straight porn star. Get into him.
Chocolatey.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Jax.
Jax Slayer. Yeah.
I don't want to be like really out in real life. I don't want to be 10 feet near him because 10 feet is actually.
I was gonna say 10
close.
feet, girl. That's real close.
With that,
It could pop
it's
your
a lot of things.
your sphincter with that.
Anyway, so outside of that, those are the real hot topics of the week. So be a part of the movement.
Okay, now. What's going on with sexual health? Because I'm nervous about that too. Because I don't know.
Why are you nervous?
Because you're gonna be talking about the girls get raped again. I don't know. Your sexual health be really on point.
This is gonna be positive.
Okay, I'm here for it.
You ready?
Oh yeah.
So when I ask this question, give me a real answer, like off the top of your head. Answer.
Okay.
So the question this week in sexual health is: can a bottom top a top?
Well, I always believe that the best tops have bottomed before, so they understand what a bottom needs. So yes, a bottom can top a top in that mindset with that theory, I guess.
But can he top a top without using his penis?
Are you talking about like frat?
Nope. That's not
I'm
topping.
confused.
So
What?
So bottoms experience this when tops don't give a fuck and they just being promiscuous and fucking lots and random niggas and things like that. It happens in a lot of people's lives. So sometimes tops can be insensitive. I've heard that before.
That's
or cold.
why tops should bottom. Yeah.
Or cold to bottoms. And they won't look at you in your eyes while y'all fucking, or he doesn't care what position you really like, or he doesn't care if you come, or he's not getting you a rag when y'all done, or anything like that.
No,
So those
this
are
like relationship sex. Like look at me in
Who's
my eyes.
relation-
Don't be looking at me in my eyes while we. Well, you can. Yes, I'm down. Sure, but like, don't be looking at me with like love and passion and.
Oh no, it ain't
Don't
love.
be
It
looking
ain't
at-
love that they're looking at you with.
Oh,
It's
okay.
definitely not love.
I'm like, ooh.
But a lot of bottoms have said in comments I've seen and have said in person that those are things that they still want, even if it's just a hookup.
Okay.
But now the tables have turned, apparently. I have experienced 2 bottoms that tried to top me.
Wow. What does that mean? I don't
So
know.
they try to give me the top feeling and the top persona of...
Oh, they don't look at you.
They don't look at me.
You can only hit from the back.
I can only hit it from the back. I couldn't talk back to them. When I left, they was just, yeah, bro. No. All right, see you later.
The gate code is 026.
Very, very. And so that's when a bottom can try to top a top.
Wow.
So you've given me the same things that you have gotten as a
shout out to
bottom.
my sisters.
So I appreciate it.
Shout out to my sisters.
I appreciate it because when I was experiencing it, I was like, wait a minute. I don't know, this
Yeah.
low-key might have hurt my feelings.
Update your notes.
That he, like, kind of, it wasn't like he didn't put me out, but it was like, all right, cool.
Treat him like he treats you, girl.
And so I'm excited about the bottom renaissance that's going on right now.
Because
bottoms they've been watching Beyonce and Destiny Child videos and they've had enough.
No, it's because we still wait on the Formation World Tour DVD and we upset. That's why ain't gonna be no peace till Beyonce put out this damn DVD.
It really won't. And I'm still waiting on it. But the answer to the question is, I believe bottoms can top tops without using their dicks.
Wow.
Bottoms topping tops is our sexual health moment. Let me know what you all think. If you are a bottom that can top a top, you can just take the dick,
But I don't
put him out, and you got whatever you wanted, even if you
get
didn't
back to
actually
House
get a
of
nut.
Cards and get back to what you was doing.
Or log on to Grindr or Inject while he's there for the next dick that has shown up.
Wow, now he didn't satisfy you. Wow.
So tops do that as well. So if you come over here and you shit in my bed,
Wow. Can we move on?
nope.
Oh my
It's
God.
real life. Nope.
Ooh.
Nope. So if you come over
My
here,
sisters don't do that. My sisters don't do that.
you want me to tell you which one of your sisters do that?
Well, first of all, I'm an only child.
You-
So, in real life, I'm an only child. So
Oh, okay.
don't
But you got some sisters out here to do that. But anyway, bottoms will, shit places. They will nut early and not be ready to receive any more dick, or say they can't take no more dick, or all of those things. And then
If
have
it's
to
a
leave.
hookup, what is nut early though? Because this is my first time playing with you, so I don't know that you need 45 minutes. I'm like, oh well, let me get mine because dudes be taking 5 to 7 minutes, and if I ain't got mine, he's still gonna get up and leave. There are dudes like that though.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You should be starting to get. There was a famous, not famous.
So maybe we need to start talking about how long this encounter should last.
You should be trying to get your nut while I'm trying to get mine.
Yes, that's the name of the game. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if I'm still trying to fit it in you, I'm not trying to get a nut at this point.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm only trying to get a nut like when I'm like we're actually having sex, but not like, oh well, no. So when I'm trying to get a nut and you look at me and like, oh, he's about to. Let me spit on this a little
The
bit.
breathing start changing.
Yeah, you can feel when somebody is trying to get a nut. You should be trying to get a nut. Don't be like waiting until he done got a nut and then you're like, let me try to catch up 45 minutes into this. No, he gonna leave you. And he gonna
reach the station before you, girl.
Yeah. And then you're gonna be on Jacked and Grindr with a wet asshole trying to find somebody else to come over. So don't be that girl.
Oh.
Don't be that girl. There's nothing wrong with
Hashtag don't be that girl.
Hashtag don't be that girl. Find you a song for your soul and sing you a song and go to bed.
It's really weird to go from that to religion.
Oh, religion has a lot to do with that, but continue.
But the other weekend or so, I was just studying religion because I know that in the Bible, so I've heard, that a man got struck down when his semen touched the ground or something. Like you're not supposed to waste semen.
Yeah.
And he got struck by lightning and all
Old
that.
Testament realness.
But in Hindu, their version of quote unquote God, Bhagavan, is beyond gender, and other quote unquote prophets in Hinduism are mentioned as being cross-gendered, and they talk about a person who was born a woman and had gender reassignment surgery and fought in war. So it was just interesting to me that
In India?
in Hinduism, the religion.
All right.
So that was really interesting to me. And I sent you the link to the Hasidic Jews video where when a woman has her period that week and the week following, the man cannot touch a woman. And they are so particular about it that they have to make it everyday policy where like I can't hand you something, we don't touch in public or in private. And they boast about how it forces them to build other parts of the relationship like trust and communication during those 2 weeks. And I was like, I wonder could gay men go
No.
through?
Nope. Sorry. I need to trust and communicate with your ass. I don't want to sit on the couch.
But that is very empowering. That can take your relationship a lot of places.
I think, well, the original ideal is archaic. Oh, I can't have sex with you because you're on your period. How many niggas?
Well, getting struck down by lightning because your semen touched the ground is also because we all gonna get struck by lightning as much. My Vista we watch these days.
Okay. But I mean the basis of the argument is archaic. I think that you should be able to communicate and do things with your partner non-sexually. That's fine. But the basis being, well, you're on your period, so I don't have no choice right now.
And then the week after it, like I've been waiting 7 whole nights.
Just because your pussy bleeding don't mean your throat ain't dry.
Whoa.
So the basis of their argument is invalid.
I'm gonna write that down. Just because your pussy bleed don't mean.
I know you got Memphis friends that abide by that literally.
Friends, associates. You need to degrade them.
All
Denigrate them.
All right.
But also, in Hasidic Jews, they don't have TV or social media.
Yeah,
so.
they're very orthodox, like a lot of other older or orthodox.
Oprah was interviewing them, and she asked them who Beyonce was, and they was like, "Who?" And I said, "Oh no, this religion ain't for me.
Ain't safe. This is not a safe place." I don't know why Oprah should have just left the building.
They
at
didn't
that
know
point.
who Oprah was. I wonder why they even did the interview with Oprah. Like, what made them like? If y'all don't know who, they probably don't know who Oprah is.
They probably also catfishing us just to be like mysterious. We don't know Oprah or Beyonce. No, the fuck, yes you do. So I'm not here for that. Side note. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for Orthodox religion playing a part in how you have sex.
Thank you guys for leaving us comments on iTunes. Make sure you open your Apple Podcast app, click to search for Here For a Podcast. And definitely click the reviews tab and then write something real cute and sexy like and give us 5 stars, 1 star if you hate us. We'd love you anyway. But thank you guys for listening to this podcast and supporting the podcast. We just got added to Acast and Pocket Cast. I don't know what those things are, but I saw that a lot of people were on there. I was like, oh, well, let's put Here For a Podcast on it because Acast and Pocket Cast, wherever you listen to podcasts, I'm trying to be there.
Absolutely. Show your support. So if you like listening to us every week, show us your support. You got a platform or something, share the channel, share your favorite episode or something like that. Don't be the only one listening to it and your friends don't know what we talking about. So this week in listener questions, I have a listener question that was submitted to me.
Your listener questions always be about sex.
I don't think this is about sex, really.
I was just judging you jokingly, but what is your listener question?
And you're not even a lawyer.
I don't even.
So this week I have, hi Superman, I need some advice. I've never dated and I'm 36.
Wow.
I tried dating last year and I only get profile looks and no responses back. They're in a relationship, bi, DL, or other. They only want to hook up. I'm still a virgin by choice. Whew. I experienced the same things on Jacked. I'm tired of it. I would like to find a guy that's into guys. Is this today's scene? Is there any advice you can give me? Thank you. You first, because I already have mine together.
I was gonna say I feel really bad for this person because where culture is right now, especially in this season with it being hot outside, people aren't looking to date, settle down, pick one. Well, we're in summer months. I was watching TV today and they were saying that men's testosterone levels are higher in summer months.
So is
it's because
estrogen.
the sun is out longer and we're more active and we're doing more things. So settling down and being committed to one person is just not in the stars or in the sun for you in this very moment. But come towards September, October,
Cuffing season.
you will have picked 2 or 3 of the hookups that you've had, and you can decide to work on a serious situation with one of those 2 or 3 people. So just continue to play for like 2 or 3 more months, and then when end of August comes around, then you can start the thought of dating seriously again. That's my recommendation.
Absolutely. And so when they say that about June and early June, it's because vitamin D is more available, and so when vitamin D is more introduced into your system, you get more of it because of the sun. You produce more testosterone, you produce more estrogen, and then you say, "Oh, well, my pussy wet, my dick is hard. Let me go." So that's the scientific aspect of it. The answer to his question is: you are 36 and you're still a virgin. Fix that tomorrow. There is nothing wrong with testing shit out, trying shit out, and figuring out what you like before you settle down with someone. The notion that being a virgin until you're in the most perfect relationship with a husband or wife is very archaic and it's old, it's outdated. Nobody wants to marry a person that does not know what they're doing sexually. They want you to be able to please them, and they want you to be able to please them, and they want to please you.
I think this sounds like your YouTube video is monogamy dead.
I said some of the same things.
It sounds very.
I said some of the same things, but I think that first, for this young man's point of view, start experimenting with sex before you're yearning to have a full relationship.
Yeah.
Because somebody's not going to be in a relationship with you, and this is like the first time that you had sex, typically in gay environments. So, good luck to you, Godspeed, and Here For a Podcast has tried
we love
to
you.
give you the best advice that we have.
We do love you. Quick question. What are your thoughts about hall passes and relationships?
I saw that question, actually.
Yeah, it was on the internet.
I said what I said.
You responded?
I said what I said. And I will echo those in my response on YouTube as well. In the threesomes video and is monogamy dead. I don't know about, I think that hall passes can happen, but if y'all to the point of hall passes, you ain't gonna just be able to give like 1 hall pass or 2 hall passes. Because once they done took that hall pass, then they're gonna be thinking about, well,
I should
He
call
let
her
me
back.
right.
So,
He let me.
but it's still the same
Yeah,
person.
he
so
let
does
me.
that
He
count?
let me. Fuck that one person at the gym that I've been waiting to fuck forever. But it's also like two of them. One hall pass is gonna turn into 2 hall passes, and 2 hall passes is gonna turn into 3 hall passes. So y'all need to establish your boundaries and say, okay, once a month you can fuck off and do things that you want to do if that's gonna make you sexually happy, or once every 6 months, or once every year, or we all have to establish those boundaries that y'all both are safe and okay with, and stop trying to cookie cutter mold fit your relationship to.
But that's 12 bitches in 1 year that's gonna be the fuck my man. And I gotta fight 12 bitches out here if they bring
You ain't gotta
to
fight
me
him
in
because you
public.
gave him permission to do those things.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like,
Before he did them. So
and also don't be picking them types of bitches, though. Because when she come to me, I'm gonna have to act up out here.
yeah. So I mean, y'all.
And you gonna have to bail me out of jail. So was you fucking her and then bailing me out of jail worth it?
Yeah. So it depends on the booty. So y'all have to make those decisions, and so in communication for someone to be with you, you have to tell them, okay, she can't be out here in the community like that. She can't be on
She could
social
not be
media.
from the south
Really,
part of town.
she kind of low key might need to be on a deal, and there's a whole bunch of deal bottoms that you could be picking.
Thank
but
you. One of those girls.
for you and for your situation, that might be
mine.
best. For somebody else, it might not. They might say, "Look, fuck my friend. She available."
Woo. One more listener question. It says, with more and more gays getting married, how do you feel about prenups? As you know, Candy from the Real Housewives has one that states if they get a divorce, he has to move out within a certain amount of time. What are your thoughts?
Leave, get out.
It's the end of you and me. Is it that?
Yeah,
Okay.
JoJo.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's invited to all the barbecues and picnics. Absolutely. So, I mean, it's commonplace in a lot of heterosexual marriages. Why should we be late to getting on the bus in homosexual marriages and saying, well, I just love him so much, so we don't need a prenup. You know how many other bitches love the nigga so much and they thought they didn't need a prenup and then they needed a prenup? So if y'all can afford a wedding, y'all should be able to afford sitting down with a lawyer and developing a prenup. I mean, if this is just a marriage, y'all going to the courthouse and y'all gonna have, a little barbecue at the house after, you ain't got shit to lose. He really ain't got shit to lose. Mm-hmm. Okay, fine. Nothing wrong with not having a prenup at that point. But if you make $150,000 a year, he make $150,000 a year, y'all got a house, a few cars and shit like that, y'all know that business-wise, it makes the most sense to be sitting down and doing a prenup, just like anybody else would. So prenups, I think, should be just as commonplace in homosexual relationships as it is in heterosexual relationships when people have things to lose.
Candy made up the part of the prenup about he has to get out in a certain amount of time because on Real Housewives of New York, I think it was another Real Housewives franchise. The dude had clearly stated that they were getting a divorce. They had filed. It had been 2 years, and he was still staying in the Real Housewives girl New York apartment. And it was like, sir, it's been 2 years since we filed. We both have clearly moved on. I can hear you in there screaming every other night.
Yikes.
You need to go.
Yikes.
But when you abandon the couple's home, then that means he can't ask for it in the divorce. So he probably wanted that New York penthouse that she'd earned from Bravo in the divorce, but he didn't. But he couldn't abandon the couple's home because then he forfeits rights to it. So Candy was like, no, the house is mine, with my Destiny's Child writing on the wall, credit checks, and so you need to go, Todd. So she put that in her
platinum
prenup.
plaques on the wall.
So Candy put that in the prenup after she saw the other Real Housewife go through that. Because imagine like some dude in here like smashing some girl, and she's screaming, "Oh,
Daddy, Papa."
And you remembering how they used to feel,
Big Papa.
and you remember all the times that they got you through after a hard day at work. Child, I'd be the walked up in there and put him out and her out, and they wouldn't have to worry about forfeiting the home because they both be in the hallway.
Well, I'm Maxine Waters to the bullshit. So Maxine Waters will gladly
She
tell
put up
you,
her arm and said, "Go away from me with this."
with this, you an Obama hater, and I'm not here for that. Move out the way. What can I do for you? How can I help you? Move.
I'm here to impeach the president. She did not have the time.
So, yes, definitely is no reason to have that nigga at your house still.
2 years after they done filed.
Yeah, no, get out. Leave.
Literally
Get out.
leave. What are you here for this week? Or what are we moving on to next?
We're moving on to songs.
I was like, I'm skipping the hashtag.
You are.
I just
That's
proposed.
fine.
Wow.
That's fine. I'm here for that. So I'll give mine first.
Mm-hmm.
So my song for my soul.
Hashtag.
Hashtag song for your soul. If you agree as well. Or if you disagree. If you like, oh, nigga, what the fuck is that? Hashtag and tell me what the fuck my song for my soul should have been this week. If you brave. Because I'll see this shit. Anyway, my song for my soul this week is iconic. It is about 20 years old at this point. And
It's from Kerry Hilson's debut album, In a Perfect World.
Who is that? This song is from the most iconic male group.
Oh, wow. Shout out to you.
Black male group. Because, NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, they did something. But this song is I'll Make Love to You by Boyz II Men.
Oh, wow. They are a successful male group. I was thinking Blackstreet, because Blackstreet with Teddy Riley got me through.
I agree, but this is
Teddy
not
Riley paved the way.
confirmed.
Okay, but
This-
Boyz II Men, I'll Make Love to You.
This ain't about them.
What is this song about? It's been so long.
I'll make love to you.
Oh,
It's
this is what
so
the song is about. Oh, clearly states in the
I'll
title.
make love to you. You need to go listen to the song for our soul this week. Apparently, I'll make love to you, and this week is my song for my soul because it's an ode to '90s R&B, and we don't have no '90s R&B in 2017 yet. We are in June, and ain't nobody released no fucking R&B that was like '90s R&B. And I hate to be one of them old heads to be like, can we get back to the old school?
Back when I was growing up.
Yeah.
When you was growing up in the 90s. Woo.
Yeah.
Oh.
I hate to be one of them, but in this moment I'm gonna be because I want to hear some fucking 90s R&B. I want a man to be talking to a woman and or a man and be talking about making love and not skeeting in her nose. Like that's what no. That's what R&B is today. R&B
today is that little Boosie video of him recounting how the story he walked in on them dudes. Was riding that dick.
Ain't nothing R&B about Lil Boosie.
He was riding that dick. And like Lil Boosie kept on saying it, and I'm just like, Lil Boosie, so did you just like see it and turn around and run? Like, girl, I can't. Oh, it sounded like he just looked. It was like he was trying to see if the dude's balls were swelling or if the dude's hole was tight. It's like Lil Boosie stood there for a while. That's R&B in 2017.
That's okay. So Trey Songz is doing his best, but he's still talking about fucking the dog shit out of a woman and things of that nature.
Not looking him in the eyes. What other things you said earlier?
And he is a bottom topping tops out here in 2017 when it was in the early 90s. It was tops that was topping bottoms and making love to them and singing and serenading and things like that. And so I'm not saying all R&B music needs to be the same, but can we get like two jams this summer? Like I'll Make Love to You. And that's why I'll Make Love to You by Boyz II Men is the song for my soul. If you ain't heard it,
all right now,
you have done the wrong fucking music thing your whole life. Go download, go listen to Boyz II Men.
Get that dick.
I'll Make Love to You. I don't even have to go through the lyrics because y'all know what the fuck the lyrics is. And yours are.
Another male R&B star, in the 80s though, because I'm old. I'm real old school. You play. Keith Washington was really popular in the 80s. I think he had a song with Shantae Moore. Was that her debut single? Keith Washington. The title of the song is...
I feel like she was solo before she was with Keith Washington.
She was out before then?
Yeah.
Well, Keith Washington has a song titled You Always Gotta Go.
Leave! Get out!
No, the wrong vein. So in the song, he's talking about she's really nice. Everything about her is really lovely. She always has time for whining and dining. She always can set up a good date. She know where the new restaurants is and what the new movie is gonna be. But when it comes time to get the job done back at the house, she always gotta go. And he
Wait a minute. I spent $150 on this dinner, young lady. You got to come over here and put a little bit of the pussy on me. What are you talking about? What do you mean?
So he wants to know what's going on in the relationship. He's like, girl, I'm out here swiping my American Express. I done put $150 on my Capital One and it wasn't even a pay week. But I'm going to have to pay them back within the 30 days because I don't want the interest. So you have to come over here and do something.
Maybe she's Maybe she's an Orthodox Jew, and she
She's
was
a
on her
Hasidic Jew.
She's a Hasidic Orthodox Jew, and she was on her period, and she got to call him back in 2 weeks. Is that what that song is about? And it could be a long 2 weeks, and you can write a song in 2 weeks.
But Keith Washington, you always Gotta. I was like, oh, you better spell it the ghetto way in the 80s. You always gotta go check out this song. It's really cute how he's cherishing her and admiring her, but then it like the
Wondering why
bridge, she
you're not
gets to the
giving-
point. He gets like, but you always gotta go, and I need to answer white girl. Call me back because they have text messaging.
You cute, but I'm still trying to figure out why you didn't give up no pussy.
So that's
Man down.
here for it.
This week, I am actually here for something. I said it.
I'm here
before.
for something too. I'm so excited.
Oh fuck!
We were supposed to be.
It better not be the goddamn same thing.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, this week I am here for the glow up of the one and only, the infamous, the trap awarded, trap successful Gucci Mane.
What happened? Oh, I missed
Gucci
the
Mane put out this picture. I'm about to show you
news. Oh Lord!
because this is a visual podcast.
Come on,
Come
visual.
on, visual album. So first off, he put
Oh,
out the
wow.
picture, and then Rihanna reposted the picture, and then made it a meme. So that's how.
Shout out to Bad Girl
First
Riri.
off, right. So that's how much of a glow up Gucci Mane had that Rihanna looked at a picture and then made your picture a meme
What
on her
fitness
shit.
journey? All right.
Yeah. So this is Gucci Mane in 2007. This is Gucci Mane in 2017.
Oh, Gucci Mane got like some real man boobs. Those are cute.
Uh-huh.
They pecs out here.
A full nice beard with some new gold chains that look real gold. I don't know what color those was. But the meme is captioned, if you can't handle me at my 2007 Gucci Mane, you don't deserve me at my 2017 Gucci Mane.
Gucci Mane did glowed up for real. Wow.
Okay. So
That's cute. 186,000 likes. Shout out to
at the
Bad Girl
time,
Riri.
you know, it's Rihanna, so it's probably 1,000,007 now.
Wow.
But I'm here for Gucci Mane's glow up. Gucci Mane was drinking lean, eating McDonald's, ain't seen the treadmill in his whole life when Gucci Mane first came out, and then after Gucci
Stopping by
Mane
the
came,
deli when he left the studio.
roughly, and now Gucci Mane is out of jail and on a real diet. They got some nice tattoos, some real gold, and he works out 3 or 4 times a week and grew his beard out for summer 17, and I'm here for it.
And one of those songs he put out recently, I get the number wrong, but he said he gave his girl $3 million for sticking around, and I was like, bitch, imagine being down with a dude that was in jail when he got out. Like your bank account balance just like immaculately changed. These
Yeah.
girls out here staying down for a decade almost, and they not getting the same amount when they get out of jail. So shout out to
No
Keisha
Tiny.
Kayor, or whatever her name is. I don't know what her name is, but she's a cute girl. She hosts at all the clubs. She an Instagram model like the rest of. I think she's a rapper. I know she has a lipstick line out, and I'm like, I don't know what she does, but
Resumes, accolades,
I don't
girl, she
know.
got all of
Sure,
it. She
all
do
of the things.
everything.
So this week, when we were in the car, you remember how I felt in the car after this happened, and I told you I was going through this emotion. But I am totally
After I saw a dog.
no. I'm here for it because it works. Y'all have successfully shamed me into not sharing my HIV test results in public. I got tested during DC Pride. And so I was really excited. You know, I had spent all this time making sure that if I did have sex, we wore condoms. You know, you jack off instead of calling him over, the dude who you know sleeps around and all this stuff. But I was forced back into the closet about my test results, and I felt horrible because I felt like everybody would say that I was shaming people who have HIV. And I was just like, Martell, I really wanted to share my status somewhere on the internet. You know, I got tested at Pride in public, and my result came back. The nervousness of doing that, and just I was like, I can't even like post this or share this anywhere. And I worked so hard for this, but I want to be celebrated for doing the right thing. And like, you know, I just felt so shamed. So I just want to thank y'all so much for publicly. I want to thank y'all publicly for making me feel ashamed about sharing my HIV test results. Even though I have videos on YouTube where I take the at-home test, and I've always shared when I get tested in public. For some reason, this time, after I got tested, I was sitting in the car on the way back from Pride. I was like, I'm not even comfortable sharing my own status. Mm-hmm. And I just want to thank y'all for making me feel ashamed to share my HIV status on the internet.
So here's a question.
It worked.
Here's a question that you can ask yourself: is if you had done all that hard work of making niggas put on condoms and doing the right thing.
I keep condoms, child. Woo. Lots of them.
Because you're not currently on PrEP.
Nope, not on PrEP like you are.
I am. But you've done the hard work and making the hard decision of, because you know what raw dick feel like. And
great, amazing, outstanding.
But you would rather them put on condoms because you want to be safe and you don't want to be HIV positive. And your journey has led to you being HIV negative. That is a celebration for you in this moment. Could you be celebrating the same moment if you had done all of that and had become HIV positive? So had the test result been positive, would you have wanted to put that positive result on the internet?
Not immediately because I would still be processing the feelings. But I live my life in front of everybody all the time anyway, and so I would definitely end up talking about my status and me taking my pills and my struggles with having to have 3 forms of ID in order to get on the Ryan White program, and being a Metro taker here in DC, how many hours it takes to get from my doctor's appointment to my pharmacist to get my meds.
That's the same
struggles
struggle of everyone in Georgia right now on the Ryan White program.
A lot of people have this struggle. Now, imagine being in a rural town in Mississippi and they didn't vote to expand Medicaid when Obamacare came around and offered them like millions of dollars to give people access to things. So, I mean, imagine the struggle of that. So I would not have shared it at that time, but I would end up talking about my situation, being HIV positive. And I personally would.
Right. And I only ask that question because that's what the deniers, that's their point of view.
That's what they...
Because no one has done that. I've never seen anyone do that. Apparently a whole bunch of deniers also have never seen anyone do that.
Yeah.
So when people want to have a celebration about them being HIV negative, we also need to be juxtaposed with people that are having a celebration of, well, I found out that I'm HIV positive today and I caught it. And I'm able to get on medication, and I'm able to, know my status from here on out, so I can educate other people that I'm having sex with.
Once I get educated, because I just found out I was positive, so I've got to get the education first.
Well, yeah, that too. If you don't have an education on HIV at that point, but that should still be a celebration because you know something now.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't know that you were HIV positive for 6 months, you've just been HIV positive for 6 months and didn't know it.
Busting it wide open, child.
And also not on medication. But now that I know that I'm HIV positive today, I can get on medication tomorrow that's going to save my life for the next year.
Well, you can get on medication within like that week because don't they have to find out what your CD4 count is?
Well,
and
you
which
still have to go. You still have to go do more blood
and
work and panels and sit down with an ID doctor and an infectious disease doctor. So I mean, but that's still a journey that a lot of people ain't making because those people are dying because they don't figure out that they are HIV positive and they're not getting tested. So the journey that they're not making is something that you are making and that you are celebrating.
That's very depressing.
It's not depressing.
I mean, I don't know.
But that's the point. And that's the point in why people should say, I got diagnosed HIV positive today. Yes, it's a little embarrassing, but shit, y'all know shit.
There's like 45 to 47,000 new cases in America every year.
Absolutely. 40 of y'all niggas fucked me raw. So y'all know that I've been doing shit out here reckless.
But so no, one of my friends became HIV positive, the first person he ever slept with. So that was.
I'm not making HIV positive a slut thing because it could very well be just a transfusion thing. It could very well be this is the first lover of my life, and you still made the same mistake as someone that fucked 40 people raw. You still made this exact same mistake, so there's no differentiating that. But it's not the fact of how you got it. It's the fact of you figured it out, and you are going to do the right things going forward to make sure that you are here on the planet a little bit longer. Because there are a lot of people that aren't doing those same right things to figure those things out and are gone tomorrow. And somebody got to tell everybody at the funeral service that you died of the flu.
It's time for last call so we can move on to happier trails. Woo! Last call time. Woo! Shout out to this Bombay gin. Woo! My last call this week, I'm so glad that I went to Target and bought pots this week. You know, when you're relocating to somewhere and you're like, well, girl, I don't want to get no broom and dustpan, and I don't want to order no couch and bedroom set because if I don't like it, if it don't work out, then like, well, I don't have to resell all the stuff I just had to resell from where I came to go back. So this weekend was really big for me personally, mentally, because now I have pots. I have my stuff is mostly furnished, and everything that I have is here in DC. And so I left Memphis 6, 7, 8 months ago, and I am officially loving DC. I have a great job making more than the law should allow. And like everything that I have is here in DC, and I'm making a home for it. And so definitely buying pots this weekend was like one of the final things. It's been really expensive to eat out. Pause. For the last 6 to 8 months, but now that I have pots and pans, I live here, I eat here, I pay bills here, and my move to DC is like solidified. So I'm really excited that I bought pots this week, and just so excited because I've waited so long for that moment.
Absolutely. You
and
should
I'm just
tell other people that may be in your previous circumstances why they should be making the same move and doing things and chasing their dreams.
I try to encourage them, but people be like, they have their own journey, so I can support them through their journey and tell them that it works for me. But that's all I can do. But that's my Jen gave me perfect. That's my last call. I really love DC.
So my last call this week is to all the cyclists and bicycle. You don't know what a cyclist is?
It sounded like a period, but I was like, what?
That's a cycle. A cyclist are people that ride bikes to get to places.
Oh, okay.
So my last call this week is to all the cyclists that I did not kill in the last 6 months because you ain't helped me, and I was really close to killing you on the road.
Yeah, DC has a lot of cyclists.
I drive a rather large car, and y'all think that y'all are cars as well, and you're not. And so when I hit you with my car, you're not going to feel the same pain.
But Cadillacs have quality builds, though. So if they hit your Cadillac, your car won't have like a big dent, will it?
That's fine. And you know how I'm going to feel the next morning? Great. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to be able to stretch my arms. I'm going to be able to stretch my legs. I'm going to be able to twirl my neck.
Chanel blue.
If I want to work. If I want to. I might have a bill coming. I might have a lawsuit coming. But I'm going to feel stupendous.
Pristine.
If I hit you with my car and you are on a bicycle, tomorrow, you're not going to feel the same way.
Uh-huh.
So my last call is to all the ones that I did not hit, because some of y'all tried it. Some of y'all tried it a lot. And I was able to dodge you. I was able to move over into the next lane. And I was not able to hit you. And so I'm here for the green environment of, wanting less emissions and less gases in the world. But get your bicycle ass out the goddamn way. So that way I can still be here for you. And you can be my last call in weeks to come, because I would hate to hit you.
Petty.
I would hate to hit you and then tell you that I'm not here for you next week.
So petty.
So this week I'm here for you. You're my last call. All the ones that I didn't hit. So get your ass off the goddamn way of trucks, cars, and anything bigger than you. Get on the fucking sidewalk if you need to. Thank you.
Woo. Thank you guys for listening to For a Podcast and my petty co-host, Anthony Superman, and me, Ronald Matters. Don't forget, this month is Pride Month. Celebrate. Live out loud.
Don't let these terrorists fuck with you.
Have a long way to go. Betsy DeVos is still sitting up here talking about she will allow people to discriminate against schools who receive federal funds. Down in Texas, the governor is considering calling a revote, a special summer session, to decide if trans kids should have rights to bathrooms. Like, why are we still arguing about this? Y'all voted it down once, and y'all went to the House. He was like, well, girl, I want to pay travel, airfare, lodging, and all the things. I need y'all to come back and vote on this. No, we don't. We go to equalitytexas.org. We all know somebody live in Dallas or Houston. Tell your friends that live in Texas that, no, we don't need to call a special summer session and waste all those tax dollars to vote again on should trans kids have right to education and bathrooms. This shit is so fucking stupid. Pride Month still has importance, and it's not just a circuit party. We still have things going on.
Yes, go out and support Pride. Don't be scared of shit. Go out there, wear your colors or wear nothing, and be prideful. That's the meaning of actual
And
pride.
shout out to that couple in Bermuda that you know or that you talked to or that you met, because gay marriage just passed in Bermuda. Their lawsuit, they won their lawsuit. And also shout out to Taiwan for being the first Asian, is it a country? To the first Asian country
It's a
to
country, but
pass
China don't believe that it's a country.
same-sex marriage. Oh yeah, because we don't. Trump got in trouble for recognizing Taiwan.
Taiwan is a country.
Yeah. But yeah, Pride Month is important. We still have things to do. We still have places to get to. So remember those things in addition to the club going to be $40 to get in this week.
You got 3 weeks to make it out. Make it out. Be cute. Be prideful. Be out. Make people mad.
Thank you for listening to Here For It Podcast. Follow us online at Here For It Pod, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Beyonce could never hit these vocals.